Good morning. Today I am going to show you how to, it's a quick guide on how to use hair sticks. I use hair sticks instead of hair ties because hair ties tend to break my hair, and I really would just really like to keep my hair nice. The only hair ties I use are when I braid my hair. I use these little guys. They're like the little baby ones, and they're great for the ends because they don't break it. If I absolutely must use a hair tie, like if I absolutely have no choice, I use one of these guys, and it has no metal. It's just one of these guys. It's super helpful. So, as a beginner using hair sticks, you're probably going to reach for chopsticks. Chopsticks are the easiest hair stick to start with because they're very maneuverable. You can either, actually I'll use this one. You can either get a wooden chopstick from like your local food place, where you get them out of the little paper, or you can use ones that you've purchased. I happen to have these. They are wood. You can use wood, metal, or plastic. The plastic ones can break a little more easier than the wood ones, but you can use one or two. Most people use two. I tend to just use one just because I am an advanced user of hair sticks, but it's up to you, okay? Another hair stick, so since I have pretty thin hair, I tend to use a thinner hair stick because it doesn't slide out as easily. So I use one of these guys. Actually, I'm going to do it over here. This is a knitting needle, and I got it online. It is a 4mm, I think it's 5 inches long, and it is just a knitting needle. Okay, it's very slick. One of the things that you want to avoid as a beginner is super slick hair sticks. You can get them and use them, but unless your bun is tight, they'll kind of slide out of there, and it's kind of annoying. So you can just use like a fingernail file and just rough it up a little bit, and it'll add the appropriate amount of texture for it to stay in your hair, okay? When I make little buns, I use little buns on here and here. I use these little sticks, and I believe these are either tatting or darning needles. I'm not 100% sure, but this is a 3mm needle, and this is a 4mm needle, and as you can see, it has like little bridges already in it. So that makes it really nice for little buns because it kind of already has that grip that you need, okay? Now, I have not combed my hair yet because I want to show you that you can do this either with combed hair or without. I'm going to do without first, obviously, because it's hard to uncomb your hair. So, anybody can use a hair stick as long as your hair is about down to your shoulders and able to make a bun, okay? You want to be able to at least get one revolution of a bun. If you don't have that, you might be able to do separate, like the double bun like I was talking about, as long as your hair can make one complete bun, okay? It's actually really easy, and there's a trick to it, so I'm going to show you. So the first thing, and forgive me, I'm doing this backwards, so I'm going to show you how to do it with hair sticks first, and I'm going to show you just a single bun with my hair sticks, okay? I'm going to use both of them. Alright, so the first thing you do is you just gather your hair into a ponytail. It doesn't matter where. It can be high, it can be low. I'm going to do low in this case just so you can see it a little more clearly, okay? Then you just start twisting. When you twist, your hair will naturally start to kind of form a bun. Just like that. Okay? Now, for beginners, it's a little easier if you reach into the bottom part of your bun and pull through that end, almost like you're tying a knot, okay? And you can pull that end in and then just tuck that little part under, okay? So you have a bun, okay? And here's where the sticks come in. With your stick, you jab it. You want to find kind of that crease right there, and you point it directly at your head. And then you slide it across your head, and where this hole is, you pop it out. Okay? That will hold. That's fine. Okay? Then with your second stick, if you want to use a second stick, you absolutely can. you kind of find the angle you want it, and you, once again, you find that little crease right there, and you, again, push it to your head. You poke like you're poking your head with it, and you slide it down, and then you pop it out once more. Okay? And there you have, this now, because they're chopsticks, and they're pretty slick, it's a little loose, but it'll hold. Okay? It'll hold in a pinch. And this is the classic, chopstick look. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you another way to do this. Oh, and then when you pull it out, you get to do this. You pull out your stick, and you pull out your other stick, and you go like that. It's very nice. Okay. So, now the other way to do this, you gather it up high. Once again, you can roll it, you can twist it while you're twisting it. So you can, if you want it to be a really tight bun, you just make it as tight as you want your bun to be. Okay? This is actually very, very tight for me. This is a very tight bun. As you can see, it kind of like pushes out a little bit. So I'm not going to tuck my end, I'm just going to wrap my end around it. Okay? And then, instead of going through the middle, I go through this side. Right here. And I poke my head and I push it through. See, I'm pushing it through here, like that. Okay? Now, I didn't go through this part. I just went through the hair. And it's very, very sturdy. And I can use another one. I'll go here to the top. And you can tell that it's much tighter because when I push it through, it kind of pops through. But either way, you push it towards your head and then you just tuck it under. And that's really tight. Like, it is like really, really tight. You see how tight that is? But I can't do very much of that, but it's not going anywhere. And it's there. I mean, it's there. So that's the second way to do it, okay? I recommend the first way to kind of get used to how the stick goes in your hair and how it like feels. This is incredibly tight, so it does feel a little funny, but I'm going to just pull them out. Okay? So, I haven't combed my hair. And the reason I haven't combed my hair is because it does offer a little bit of extra texture. And when it comes down, it does, it does still curl. You can do this when your hair is wet, but a word of caution, if you do it like I did that second one, wet hair is a lot stronger and it'll break your stick. Trust me, I've broken 100 sticks. And that's one reason why I buy the cheap little containers of chopsticks, because I break them all the time. So, now I'm going to show you how to use a thinner stick. This is this one, okay? So, I'm going to do the same thing, but this time I'm going to do a side pony. So I just bring it down, and I do my curl, just like I normally do, and I wrap that baby around, okay? And I kind of tucked the end. Where's my stick? I usually only use one of these, but you can use as many as you want. They come in packs of 6. It's kind of fun to have a bunch of sticks in your hair, but after a while they do start to fall out. So again, I poke my head, I slide it across my head in the bun, and push it out. And that's it. This actually stays a lot tighter than the chopstick was, because it's shorter. It doesn't have as much leverage on either side of it, so it is actually like way sturdy. Okay, this I could pull this off for like probably half a day, and then if I need to readjust it, all I have to do is take my stick out. I don't even have to redo my hair. I just readjust it, and then if I want to tighten it, I go in from this angle. Instead of going straight back at my head, I go in from this angle and then push and then go across. And it still stays. Okay? And you can do that with anything. You can do that with the chopstick too. If you don't feel that going straight in is going to do enough, go in from this angle, push, and go across. Okay? That's how you can kind of like readjust your hair if you need to. Okay? Alright. Now we're going to talk about the little baby ones. Okay. Again, this is me not having combed hair. Alright, so little baby ones. You can see that my hair now is much thinner because it's less hair, okay? So in this instance, I'm going to twist it. You can twist it before you pull it up, or you can twist it while you pull it up. On this side, I'm going to twist it before I pull it up. So I'm going to twist all of this. Alright, now if you want big fluffy braids, you want to start big fluffy buns, you want to start twisting kind of down here instead of so close to your head, okay? Because when you start to pull it around and around and around and tuck, all of that hair kind of like gathers a little bit more, okay? And then we're going to poke it at our head and then drag it across and poke it through. I don't like things touching my ear, so there you go. So that's that way. Now we can do it this way. We're going to twist it as we curl it, and I'm going to start closer to my head. I'm going to twist closer to my head. So I twist close to my head, and I'm going to curl as I twist. And a lot of hair. And you can see it's a much denser, it's much longer, like it's longer this way, it's much denser, it's much tighter. So when I use my stick and I go straight down through the bun and push it, I gotta be careful not to break it. But it's incredibly tight. It doesn't look very great, but it's a really it's like utilitarian. Like this, I gotta do this because I need to do yoga. And I can do yoga in this bun, okay? I hope you can see these okay. This one is more like a fashion, like I can wear this out, or I can wear this to work and it'll hold, and it's just kind of like pretty. This one is like, I need to get something done, I need to wear it nicely, okay? And tight, it's very tight. This one is very tight, this one is not, okay? So that's how you do little buns. Now, I'll show you the difference between that and combing your hair. Sure. So, when you comb your hair, it takes a lot of the texture out. All right, put my glasses over there. Okay. Great. Okay, so you see how my hair is a little bit more fluffy, but when I want to do a bun, okay, that's fine. When I want to do a bun like this, tends to be a little less flyaway and a little more tight and almost like ballerina, like what you would imagine a ballerina. Now, I'm going to use a chopstick. This is very tight, so I'm going to go down in this is the little part right here. I'm going to push my chopstick down in there and go across. Now, I would like to come out right here, where my finger is. But it's so tight. Okay, there you go. And then all combing your hair does is really just make it more like neat and tidy and business-like. It's less curly and loose and kind of like casual. That's the word, casual. And it's more business-like. So as you can see though, I just did that same way that I did in the first one, where I went straight down and across, and it wasn't holding very well. Well, this time, because I combed it, it's not moving. It's not even moving a little bit. And I did the same exact thing as I did in the first one. So, you can either, you can tuck your ends, you cannot tuck your ends, you can twist, and the twisting thing, like, if you start twisting out here, if you start twisting out here and folding, instead of folding so close to your head, you're going to have a looser looking bun. But it might not hold as well, you see? So, how you twist, if you twist closer to your head, the bun will be tighter, but it won't look as loose and casual. If you twist farther out, it will look looser, but you might have a harder time keeping your sticks in there, so you might have to use more than one stick, which is fine. You can use as many sticks as you want. I've had up to 5 in my hair, and I've also used pencils, and let's see, I don't have a pencil on me. I've used pencils and pens, and sometimes I just do it like, I don't even twist it all the way. I just literally wrap it. I think I can use this. I'll use this mermaid pen. Just like that. And I didn't even really twist it. I just kind of twisted that one initial and then just wrapped the rest of it. Depends on how lazy I am, where I'm going, what I'm doing with it, etc. And if you need it to be tighter, don't forget, you can go this way and wrap across. Okay? I hope you've enjoyed my video on how to use hair sticks. If you have any questions, just put them in the comments and I'll be happy to answer. Okay, have fun!